Sunday is Mother's Day. All right, guys.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys are muted. We're going to get started. We're going to have a little fun. You need a bowl for all your scraps, for all your scrap pieces of paper so you're not cleaning up after, so mom and dad don't have to clean up after yourself. You'll need a couple markers. You'll need a pair of scissors. Some glue. And of course, a few different colored pieces of paper, okay? Now, I have a green piece of paper for my grass for later, but you don't have to. I also have, not a requirement, a poster board. So if you have some thicker piece of paper, great. If you don't, if you just have regular piece of paper, that is perfect. If you don't have any of that and you have a paper plate, you can even do this on a paper plate. You could do it on a paper cup. You can do it on all kinds of things. So let's have some fun today and let me show you what you're gonna be making. What does mom like best? Did you know? Some of you said chocolate, I saw it. That's true. They do like chocolate, but most of all, they almost all love flowers. So we're gonna make flowers with our hands, okay? And inside those flowers, they even have little sayings. Like this one up top says, I love bedtime stories. And down here it says, best mom ever. And then over here, guys, I can't open it. It says, thank you. How often do you tell mom and dad, thank you? This is a great time to do that. And then last of all, aw, I love you. That's sweet. So we've got all these flowers. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna make mom a bouquet of flowers. You guys ready to get started? 2 thumbs up. Yay, I'm totally excited. So what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna get your colored piece of paper. I like pink. I even have blue, I have orange, I have green. I cut some of them out already. You're gonna make your handprint. So you're gonna take your piece of paper and you're gonna fold it in half. Right in half. Okay, now right here, guys, come back. I'm gonna put it down here so you can see. Scoot this back a little bit so we all can see. I'm gonna put my hand on here and I'm gonna take one of my markers. My hand's really big, so I actually took a stencil, believe it or not. Your hands are smaller, so please use your hand. And then I drew the outline of my hand all the way around on each piece of paper so it looks like that. Now I wanna do it where it's at the fold. See where the fold is here? That's where my handprint will be. So when I cut it, it'll actually open up and it'll stay together, okay? So you gotta do that on 4 pieces of paper. You're gonna fold them all in half, put your hand on it, and then draw the outline of your hand all the way around. Now it can be your left hand, it can be your right hand, it can be any hand you want. It could be both, I don't care, but you gotta do it on 4 pieces of paper. So while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna work on mine too. I have to make a bouquet of flowers as well. All right, get to it. Put your hand on those pieces of paper, fold them in half, and get to drawing your handprint. That's all we're doing right now is just drawing our hands out. We got to get it all laid out first before we even start to cut. And I lost my lid, so I'll be back. Haven't found it yet. Keep cutting. Draw your hands. I mean, draw your hands. No cutting yet. Just draw the hands. Markers are no good if they have no lids, yes? Gotta put your hand on the piece of paper, then you gotta draw it out, yeah. Then I get my pretty handprints just like so, like so, 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 like so, 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 so. It's my new song. It's called the Handprint Song, like so. Do you guys like it? You gotta do it 4 times or however many flowers you want. I prefer 4. Maybe your piece of paper, maybe you're using a regular piece of paper and you can only get 3. Maybe you wanna do 5. Whatever your number is, that's your bouquet, okay? Whatever you want to do, okay? This is your gift to your mom. Moms love flowers. And what better way to do that than to show her your love and support with your own homemade flowers? So once you're done, who's got all that done? 2 thumbs up. Perfect. Once you're done, that's right, guys. I see some of you guys already starting. Scissor time. Now, please don't cut your fingers. Pretty, 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 please. You must now cut them all out so they all look like this. Now, notice you can see some of my marker right here all the way around. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect because when we put it on the paper, we're going to turn it over. Look, no more marker. So it wasn't perfect. There's marker all the way around. But when I turn it over, ta-da, you can't see that anymore. So it's okay. Get to cutting your handprints out. Cut, cut, cut away. Got to cut them out. Got to make them all pretty. Got to. And here in a little bit, we're actually going to have a special guest. That's right. Mrs. B is going to show us a quick and easy little way to make tulips because, you know, tulips are pretty. And what better way to add to your bouquet than just a couple of different flowers? Your handprints are one, but the tulips, they just give it a little something extra. So we're just going to keep cutting out our handprint all the way around, all the way. Now remember, you got to do it to each of your pieces of paper, so you should have 4 of these by the time you're done. Sorry, Mrs. B's been watching Star Trek a lot. Just popped in there. I know, I'm a nerd. It's okay. So once you guys are done, you're going to take your scrap pieces of paper, and if you got that bowl or that colander or whatever you're using, maybe a trash can right next to you, you can put them right there on top. We're not going to get rid of them just yet because we're going to use whatever color you want. Some of the scrap pieces over here, we're going to use that to make your tulips here in just a little bit, okay? But not yet because, well, you got to get all these cut out first. You can't go right to the glory. That's like the icing on the cake, the ice cream and cherry on top, like those tulips. So we got to get this part done first. That's right, sing a little song. Whatever it is, remember, you're making this for your mom. So I want you to start thinking while you guys are cutting these out. I want you to start thinking about what are you going to write on the inside of your flowers. You know, you got to tell them, you got to tell her something. You know, maybe it's I love you. Maybe it's, you know, thanks for cooking me all those wonderful meals. You know? Thanks for making sure I have clothes on my back. Whatever it is, you know. Whatever you like best about your mom. Again, we're going to save these for later. Now, side note, if you are an art student or you would like to be an art student and your teacher ever asks you for a light and negative, I'm going to show you what that looks like right here, just in case. Maybe you want to do art and you were like, I didn't even know this existed. So this is just a real quick example of what a light and negative art would look like. Okay, now it's obviously really hard because I'm not trying to glue this down, so I'm just trying to hold it so you can see it real quick. But see, one's in the light, boom, 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 boom. One's in the dark. So this is just a simple representation, or vice versa, however you see that. The joys of art, it's always up to interpretation. But that's just something that your teacher might ask you because that is a fun thing to do, the light and dark element. Good. So once we get all 4 of our wonderful hand flowers, now you have to write on them. So whatever it is you thought, you know, you thought of. So even if you're still cutting, if you're not to that point, that's okay. Just keep cutting away, guys. I'm going to start on what I'm going to do. I already did one for my mom. So guess what? Dads, husbands, if you're watching, your wives like flowers too. You can make your very own. Now notice my hand is much bigger than this. I got a stencil off the computer. Made my own. So that way I wasn't here all day cutting my giant handprints out. You can do this too. So wives like flowers just as much as moms. All right, guys. So that's what we got going. We're gonna right in the middle of these. So whatever it is you guys want. What do you love most about your mom? So, but do me a favor. Notice the side that has the marker. That's the side I'm gonna glue down. Okay. So I want the pretty side to be out. So I'm gonna set it down to where the pretty side is up. Pretty side's up. And then I just open it to write whatever I want, okay? And that's what you're gonna write, like, I love you, you're the best mom ever, whatever you feel like you would like to express to your mom. So you guys go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do mine at the same time, and we're just gonna make these beautiful flowers. And if you're still cutting, you just keep on cutting. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Love you. See, it can be anything you want, guys. And that's just one. So I got to write on a few other ones too, right? Because I got all my other flowers here. So again, I got to see what side's got the ink on it, the side that I drew on, right? Because I probably didn't cut it all off. And I want that side to go down. So the pretty side is up, okay? Guys, just keep going. The joys of projects, right? You get to have some fun here while you get to work on your dexterity. Again, so gotta find the side that's all got ink on it. Make sure it goes down because that's the side we're gonna glue down, okay?
Mr. B.
Yes.
Do we write on the inside?
Yes. So again, remember, see how you can, let's see if I can get a good one that can really show it up. Oh. Pink maybe? Yeah, pink kind of shows up. All right, see how you can see all this like ink all the way around it and stuff? Like I didn't get it cut all the way, right? So I want that side, the side that has all the ink that I drew my handprint on, I'm gonna glue that side down. So the pretty side that has no ink, that's the side that I want mom to be able to lift up and see, oh, what did I put? Thank you for being an amazing wife. See, whatever it is you guys want to put on there.
You're right, on the inside.
I almost dropped it. All right, and then I've got my last one here, and then we're gonna get to gluing. So who's all almost ready for gluing? Give me a thumbs up if you're about ready to start gluing. Nice, well, we're almost there. So, my last one, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'll think of it in a minute. So if we're ready to glue, here's what we gotta do, guys. Now, it's up to you, right? It's your picture. So if you're wherever you want your flowers to be, these are your flowers. So I'm gonna take this down so you guys can see a little better, okay? Push this back even more. Perfect, so I can either go sideways and make it like a picture this way, or I can go this way and make it where it's vertical, up and down. So it just depends on how you wanna do this, right? And then we just decide. I have to get all my flowers and I have to put them down however I want them to be arranged. Now remember, if you want to go over it, So see how this one's kind of overlapping this one? When I glue it, I'm going to start with this one because I want this, oh, come here, you silly thing, to go under it. So when mom opens it, it's not gluing this top down. Does that make sense? So however you want to set up your flowers, this is where you just set it up. And I'm getting it all set up before I even glue. I don't even want to glue yet. I just want to plan it out, okay? So I've got this all planned out. Now it's time to glue, right? So maybe I want this one over a little bit. I do like how this one's overlapped a little bit, but other than that, we're good. And now I just grab my glue. Remember, if there are any of them that we want to overlap, we're gonna start with that one because we want to glue it first. And I don't need a lot here, guys. Just a little trickle all the way up. Little trickle all the way up. Just follow your fingers, kind of like you're giving it bones. Ah, look at that. And then don't forget this little bit on the bottom, just like that. So I gave my handprint bones, and then I just put it wherever I had wanted it originally. Set that down just like so. And then I just push it down, guys. Now my next one, because this one I wanted to overlap just a little bit, like so, I'm gonna make sure that I don't glue the top piece down. Does that make sense? Because then mom can't open it. So I'm gonna make sure that this one just gets glued to the inside of the handprint. So I'll open it all the way up and then I'll glue this one down. So go ahead. And this is all about art, guys, whatever you want to do. If this is just an example. If you don't like my example and you have a different idea, do that. Please do whatever you feel because it's art. Art's all about interpretation. Art's all about what you enjoy out of it, okay? And you're trying to make something that you think your mom will enjoy. So keep that in mind. This is for mom. Husbands, don't forget, this is for your wives. Your wives. That'd be awkward. All right. Continue putting these down. Oh. Now notice this one kind of went over off the paper a little bit. So I just want to make sure that there's no glue on there because I don't want to glue it to the table. That'd be awkward, right? You're like, Mom, I made you this really cool bouquet that can't come off the table. I'm sorry. That'd be awkward. See, just like that. And then this one can get folded over. And now I have to work on whatever one I want to do next. So again, just flip it over. Give it the bones, right? I have to use my glue. See, bones. I know, I'm silly. I can't help it. I was born that way. Flip it over and set it wherever you feel like it needs to be. Let the flower call to you, whatever that may be. Aye, let's go right there. Aye, that's fabulous. And this one I'll do up here. That way it doesn't get covered by any of it. Turn it a little bit. See, any way you want to do this. See, it's all about what you want, right? Have some fun with it. All right, so that one's going to go off. Notice I'm not going to go all the way up here with my glue because then it'll get stuck to the table again. So this is your last one. You're just going to glue it down. And then, guys, you gotta draw some stems on it because, well, what's a flower without a stem? Without some leaves, you know, you gotta make it look like a real flower. Just put this one down, last one. Let's go like that. I like it. Just like so. Good. All right, guys, and then you just need a green marker, right? So I'm just gonna draw some stems here. Notice this one's kind of hard, so I'm just gonna have to go in between it and then down, right? Just draw some stems, whatever your heart's desire. All the way here, oh, but it went on, so now it's gotta go down. And this one, oh, all the way over here. Good. And then this one, all the way down. Now, it doesn't matter if it gets a little sloppy down here. See how it kind of looks like, oh, that's kind of silly, right? That's okay. We're okay with that. Now, you guys can draw in some leaves, you know, because, well, flowers have leaves. Now, notice if you've got any parts that are like popping up, see how this isn't glued down a little bit? I can just go back behind and put a little more glue in there. Doesn't need a lot, just a little bit. Just kind of, look. There we go. Same with this one. See, it's kind of popping up here. And just go behind it, a little bit of glue. Again, doesn't need to be a lot, guys. Just little goes a long way. Ah, did you see that? That was funny. The marker lid does not go on the glue, Mr. B. I'll try that this way. There, it fits on the marker. That's weird. All right, so that's that. Gonna let that dry for just a second, right? Now I want to go through and I want to make sure that none of the tops are stuck, because sometimes they get stuck. When you're pushing them down, the glue might go out on the sides and it'll be like, ha, I caught you. So make sure all of them are able to lift. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to move on to making some grass. Okay. Grass, it's really simple. It's really easy. I've got green piece of paper. If you don't have green, who cares? Make it whatever color you want. It's yours. Any color you want. Okay. I'm going to use green. Now, for me personally, I'll go back down here. I'm just going to kind of measure this out. Now it goes almost all the way to the edge, and that's fine. If I don't get it all the way to the edge, I can even push it over here to the edge and then cut a little extra piece to make it fill that gap. Just depends on what your art wants, what you want your art to look like. So I'm just going to cut a little piece off, right? So I'm going to cut like, sure, that's good. Just about ½ an inch. Right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Is grass perfect? No, grass is never perfect. Just this little piece, right? This little bitty piece. And that's going to go down here on the bottom. I know, it doesn't look like grass. Don't panic, okay? Here is where we get our bowl again, okay? With all my scraps. This is why I really wanted you to get the bowl. The scraps are easy because they're big, okay? And remember, we're going to use some of your scraps again for tulips because we haven't finished that. But all I'm going to do, the easy way to make grass, is I just make some hashes in here, right? I just do some lines with my scissors all the way across. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be the same, right? All the way across. They can be bigger, they can be wider, they can be really close together. It's grass, right? So is grass the same? No. All right, all different kinds. So I go all the way down. Now, notice, still one piece. It's okay, it's starting to get there. But all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did, only this time I'm gonna do it over my bowl and I'm only gonna do it occasionally. So like, took a chunk out of it, right? And then I do it a little more, a little more, a little more. And I'll show you in just a second. But I just keep going and I make grass. So you make as many things as you want out of it, as little as you want. It's your grass. Go ahead. Make up your own grass. Make up your own story here. Your interpretation, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. And once I get this to where I want it, and I've got it all cut up and I feel satisfied, then I'm just going to glue this piece down at the very bottom because it's my grass. Because grass, well, that's the earth, right? That's where all the flowers come from. That's where all the dandelions come from. I love dandelions. They feed the bees, right? So I get this all cut up like so. Oh, turn it over so you can see it like that. And see, it's a little like wonky right here, how it's kind of like in a big area like these two areas. So maybe I don't like that. So I'll just cut them down a little bit more, right? Give them a little more definition. That's all we're gonna do. Just like so, okay? And then we're just gonna glue this down at the bottom, guys. That's all we're gonna do, okay? So get your glue, right? Again, you don't need a lot. You just need a little drizzle all the way down. It doesn't have to be a massive amount of glue. Just a little bit. I flip it over and I put it wherever I want it, right at the bottom here. It's the grass, it's my ground. So, right here, boom, and just press it down, guys. Make sure that's all good and set, all good to go. And then most of our stuff is cleaned up because we used a bowl, right? And it's real easy to dump into the ground. Now, give me just 2 seconds. Oh, Mrs. B, I need you. So, we're gonna finish up here, almost. We gotta remember, we're gonna add a little definition to our drawing, our picture here. We're gonna do some tulips. So, if you are at this point, you need whatever scrap piece of paper you have left from your errand. Whatever piece, and Mrs. B's gonna take it away. Follow her along, and if you're not at this part, that's okay. Just I want you to follow along anyway. That way you at least get this part done. You should have a good portion of this part, your handprints and stuff. You have a good idea. This part you haven't seen yet, so I want you to try and follow along with this piece. All right, show them. It's all hers. Ready? I'm out.
Hi guys, so I'm Mrs. B and I'm here to show you guys how to make tulips for your Mother's Day cards. So like Mr. B said, you want your scrap paper, and you can either do this freehand or you can draw on it, and I'll show you guys how to do it while we're drawing on it. Okay, so you want to take your scrap paper, and here at the bottom where you've already folded it, you want to draw an oval. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Just like that. Can you guys see that okay? So you want to draw an oval, and then once you've drawn an oval, you want to take your scissors and cut it out. Okay? So it's a pretty easy process to just cut out your oval that you draw.
Or a U.
Or a U.
You're having trouble with that.
Sorry, half an oval or a U. It kind of doesn't matter as long as it's kind of a long, oblong shape, which I'm sure everyone appreciates that. So once you've cut it out, it's going to look like this, right? So it's either going to be like a D or a U shape or a half an oval, okay? So once you've done that, this part where the seam is, so on the top here, you just want to draw some like zigzags, okay? So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. Or you can draw a W. Okay, see that okay? And then you basically just cut that out, okay? So after you've drawn a W, you take your scissors and you cut out the W. Pretty easy, like this. And then ta-da, you have 2 tulips for your card.
Yay!
Okay, so I'll let Mr. B take it back so he can show you guys what else you need to know for your Mother's Day cards, and hope you have a good Wednesday.
Thank you, Miss B. All right, guys, I hope that was informative because I was struggling with that earlier. So that was way cool to actually watch. I now know how to do tulips without any help. Lovely. So we have our beautiful tulips. Yes, they are quite grand. So there we are. Ta-da. And then, guys, wherever you would like them, right? So Now, you can't have them up here. You can. It's your picture. You can do it wherever you'd like. But, you know, they're flowers, so you got to give them stems and stuff. So I'm going to go right in this area, give it a little glue. Boom. Little glue. Boom. I'm just going to flip them over and put them wherever you feel like they should go. Get it. Right there. That's a good spot. And let's do right here. And then they just need some stems and some leaves, guys. So I just draw this all the way down into the grass. Draw this all the way down into the grass. And give them a couple leaves. If you really want to get inspired and creative, you can even give your big flowers leaves and stuff too. So these ones, they need leaves too. Right? Have some fun with it, guys. Moms love flowers, so get them those flowers. And remember, dads, your wife loves flowers too, so for the most part. Have some fun with it, right? And at the very end, guys, I'm going to finish it by adding whatever you want personally. It's Mother's Day. So what do we do at the top? We're just going to write Happy Mother's Day. And that's that, guys. And we have our beautiful, our wonderful, our adorable Mother's Day cards from Mom with our own personal flowers that have sayings from us. Yay! So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys were able to follow along. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. Even got to see Mrs. B this time. That doesn't happen very often. So again, thank you guys. Give your moms a big hug on Mother's Day. And don't forget, if you were with me earlier in the week, some of you might have already made something. So don't forget to give them that either. So that's it for me. Tomorrow, guys, we're doing the marshmallow shooters. We're going to have a lot of fun. Bradley, that's way cool. I love it. So tomorrow, marshmallow shooters, you just need a toilet paper, empty toilet paper roll, rubber band, some balloons, and mini marshmallows. And if that, guys, goes by super fast, we're going to do a marshmallow building challenge. So you need a whole bunch of toothpicks because you guys get to build stuff with, see who's got the coolest building with marshmallows. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. All right, so all your Mother's Day cards, I want you to let those dry. Keep finishing them up if you haven't got that far. And then post them on Facebook, guys. Ask Mom and Dad to show off your Mother's Day cards. We'd love to see them. Thanks again, guys. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.